In this module, we will study how the respiratory gases, that is oxygen and carbon dioxide, are transported in the blood. So regarding the transport of oxygen, it actually is transported in two forms, in form of blood plasma and in form of hemoglobin. So out of 100 ml of blood, 0.3 ml of oxygen is transported via blood plasma, and 19.7 ml of oxygen is transported while attached to or while being bound to hemoglobin. So what is hemoglobin actually? It is a molecule which consists of 4 subunits or heme groups, and each hemoglobin molecule attaches 4 molecules of oxygen on its 4 subunits or heme groups. And hemoglobin is present in red blood cells, and it gives a red color to the red blood cells. So when oxygen molecules combine with hemoglobin molecule in the lung, it is called as loading process, and from here it is carried to the blood capillaries. First it is dissolved in plasma, then it is dissolved in hemoglobin molecule, and then it is carried to the metabolizing cell, and there it is unloaded, or the hemoglobin which when combined with oxygen is called as oxyhemoglobin, reverts back to hemoglobin and oxygen molecule. So there is effect of temperature on oxygen transport or oxygen unloading in the metabolizing cells, as we know that there is slight difference in temperature in the metabolizing cells, or it is slightly higher in the metabolizing cells. So this affects the unloading of oxygen from the hemoglobin molecule. And in addition to temperature, there are other factors which also affect the transport of this oxygen. Actually, carbon dioxide and acid helps us a lot. The cellular metabolism actually produces carbon dioxide and lactic acid, which lowers pH to about 7.2. So it can be observed that there is a slight change in the pH from 7.4 to 7.2, but it is toward acidic side, or it is increasing the acidity. So this slight decrease in pH decreases the affinity of hemoglobin for oxygen, and this phenomena is known as Bohr shift or Bohr effect, and it is very helpful for unloading of oxygen to the metabolizing cells. So now we will study the transport of carbon dioxide. It actually occurs via 3 processes, or 3 for example, firstly it transports in plasma. Actually 8% of carbon dioxide transport in plasma or blood plasma, and then 20% is then transported bound to the protein molecule or protein portion of hemoglobin, not to the heme portion of the hemoglobin, and about 72% is transported as carbonic acid and carbonates actually. So here we can see that carbon dioxide, when combines with oxygen in the presence of carbonic anhydrase, it is converted into carbonic acid, and it may be then broken down into bicarbonate and H positive ion, and which are used in the lowering of pH or other physiological processes in the cells. And it is to be noted that this process is reversible, and it can be reverted back to the carbon dioxide, and then carbon dioxide is exhaled out of the body. So by now we have developed a very clear concept about how the oxygen and carbon dioxide are transported in blood.